Welcome, Identity 5 gamers, to a brand new style of video. For this series, yes, it will be a series, I'll be partnering with the EX Coach of B4U, known as B4U Aaron. Aaron is hands down one of the most knowledgeable coaches in the world. With his knowledge, he was able to elevate NAEU's best team, B4U, to a point where they were actually able to beat the champions of Identity 5's most prestigious tournament. In this series, Aaron will be giving out top-level advice to help out players that have dreams of playing in major Identity 5 tournaments. The kind of information in this series is something that you will not find anywhere else, believe me. So I hope that anyone out there looking to improve will tune in. And for those that really want to take their team to the next level, please watch until the end to learn about an opportunity to learn directly from Aaron himself. Now, today's lesson is all about the fundamentals of working together as a top-level survivor team for tournaments. And I think I hear the bell ringing, so let's get to class.
Alright, so extra roles. You need IGL that calls the big shots and decides how the game should be played. Your IGL and coach should work together so that they know what kind of game they can play. Like, what I mean by that is a coach could be a conservative coach, and then IGL could be like, oh, we're gonna just harass, body block, etc. kind of player. So in order for you guys to improve, you need both of them on the same page, because if you even want to learn, you need to stick to something and then apply it properly. So if your coach wants you to do A and you do B, you guys will never learn and you will never move correctly. So you either commit to A or to B. If someone is aggressive, you guys stay aggressive. If someone is passive, you guys stay passive, etc. Now, that's step one. You need someone to remember ciphers. This means remembering layouts in general, or at least cipher rules. What I mean by cipher rules is, I'm not sure if I sent you this before, Zeez, but there are ciphers that tell you whether other ciphers on the map exist or not. I'll give you an example. In Lakeside, there is the shore cipher, there's the big rock cipher, and there's the tiny house, the one like between shore and shack. Those form a tree. You can only have 2 out of the 3. So if you have a big rocks and you have a shore, you don't have a cabin, cipher, whatever you guys call it. So those are what I mean by cipher rules. You need someone to at least remember them. So that worst case, if your team doesn't remember the rules, they just give the information to that person, and that person will feed the information of where the ciphers are to the IGL, and the IGL, his role anyways is to remember what everything is and to plan out the game as it goes. All right? And this is not, I'm not talking like expensively like hard calculations to run in your brain. I'm talking about simple things you can think about and things you should hold yourself up to the standard. All right? So that's the minimum that you guys need to do. I can make this much more complex, but we're not getting there. This is the level that you guys should be like, I can do it, and I will do it, and then just practice doing it in a real match. Remembering what's done in a match along with the IGL. So you're basically a backup. This person should also be a backup IGL when it comes to ciphers. Support. What a harasser main does, which is not only just being in the game, is he'll be able to decide what kind of harass is worth it or not. And obviously, I say this why? Because your IGL is not going to be the best harasser. Your IGL cannot decide whether harassing here is good or not, right? It will be up to the harasser to call those kind of things. So the harasser needs to take over that part And then your rescuer main calls the shots when it also comes to rescuing. Alright? So if you guys do this, or at least keep these kind of roles, what happens is you will apply the rule of consistency makes perfect. If you stick to one role and you try to perfect it, eventually you will keep learning on your mistakes and become better. So that's what I call philosophy number 1. Keep one thing consistent so you can improve. Keeping the variables that change to a minimum. What I mean is, in the same way that you're always the rescue main, right? So you can always become the best rescuer at every situation in general. In the same idea, if you guys wanna practice, it's you use the same rule as a rule of thumb. You go practice something. You either fix a map, you fix a hunter, you fix a survivor, you fix some sort of comp to keep it the same as you make other variables. So, for example, if you want to practice. If you want to make effective practice, you have to split it. One day you do a certain hunter, one day you do another hunter. And then if you say you want to do a different kind of practice, you're like, I suck at sacred. So you guys just do sacred and you play different hunters or some sort of like, you guys need something to stay the same. Okay? If you do that, your practices will have meaning. If you don't do that, and you're not a team that has a lot of experience to begin with, what happens is you guys will never learn from your mistakes because they are just far and few in between that you cannot make any sense of them.
I do have one question.
Yes.
So it sounds like a lot of these roles you have to have. Can you have one person take more than one role, or is it better to?
Yes, you can have one person take more, only 2 maximum.
2 maximum, okay, got it.
2 max. Like you could be maybe a harasser and IGL, sure. Like you could be IGL and rescuer, sure. But you cannot be the rescuer main and the harasser main. Like that's only very few skilled people in IGL do it as well. And that was back in the day. You cannot. It's not important to learn how to play the game. What's more important is to learn how to learn. I'll elaborate. If you take some time to ask at least people who have knowledge, like for example me, they can tell you ways of how to improve, just like the idea of how to structure useful practices. That will save you a lot of time and effort in the long run that eventually you can actually start to learn the game. Getting back to that, if you watch pro people, you need to be able to learn from them, because if you don't know what to learn or what to watch for when you're watching gameplay, you're just gonna watch hours and hours and you're not going to benefit anything at all. What I think the best thing to do for you guys to get on the highest level very fast without like too much thinking is you guys need to establish something called standard games. What I mean by standard game is, let's say this, if you guys have a 3 cipher, if someone 3 cipher kites, are you guys going to win?
Yes.
Why?
Because we Titan or die away from ciphers, and then we should be able to land one more rescue when that person dies away from ciphers, and potentially support them with the final survivor, while the other 2 decode.
You need to do an additional 200%. And while you do that, you exchange people who rescue. So you have 4 people, one is always on chair, and then 1 out of the 3 is always rescuing, and then the other 2 are always decoded. So that by the end of the 60 seconds of the chair, you guys have done 100%. So this is a very good example of what a standard game is. I don't know if anyone has seen this before.
Yes.
Oh, I've seen this.
I've never seen this before. I didn't know
This
this
is
thing
new to
existed.
me.
Oh, I've seen this plenty of times.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Okay, so this is a tool I created with the help of Roland, and it's basically an IDV's band pick simulator that also allows me to show you guys cipher progress. So, a standard game, why you guys win if you have a 3 cipher kite is very simple. If let's say the mechanic died and she just got on chair with the sangria, what happens is the chair takes 60 seconds. So you have a tick, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then you get rescued, obviously. And then it's 40 seconds, 50 seconds, 60 seconds, the person is dead. All right? All on the same page?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
that's correct.
It takes 80 seconds to finish a cipher by default, which means you guys need a tide turner, which is 20 seconds, plus half a chair plus half a chair to finish one cipher, right? And then
Right.
every person does one cipher, so that's how you guys are able to do the 200 extra percent that you need. So this is what the standard game is, and this is why it's so easy to win when it's like 3 cipher kite. Everyone knows this. Everyone has learned this as the very first thing to do. If you have 3 cipher kite, someone saves, someone does a cipher, right? Let's just say, let's make this easier actually. Let's say this person saves, right? By the time they are saved, the ciphers are like 40%. They get saved, they die away, for example. They go die here, for example, right? And then mercenary is injured, and then this person goes for the next save with opera over here, and then mercenary gets the cipher to hopefully, obviously, 90%, and then Seer gets it to 90%, and then they both pop right as this person gets saved. And if you have tide turner, it's even guaranteed. Is this understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the goal of the game is to get to 5 ciphers popped. So if you have 3, I refer to this to as 3 ciphers done being like 300% done overall. You guys can do an extra 200% in the 60 seconds plus 20 seconds of tide, as long as you save last second with some caveats, as long as this person switches with this person, etc. So this is where you can actually, if you keep thinking of this as a standard game, you can now have a reference. If you don't do a 3 cipher kite, can you win?
Most likely no.
Alright, well, you need to do something extra to win. You need to either body block, you need to like maybe rebound for a little bit, you need to compensate, right? So any deviation from a standard game will have either a deviation in outcome, or you have to compensate with something else to bring the game back into a standard game. Alright, so with that said, I'm gonna talk about the most useful standard game to remember. This, I'm pretty sure you know this. A 60-second kite with trait being used. What a game like this would look like is this. Mercenary cipher will be about 50%. Seer cipher about 60%. We could say 70. Could say 70. But yeah, realistically. So, the person in this game, which I'm gonna call, for example, standard game number 2. Because standard game is number 1 is 3 cipher kite, easy game. I think everyone understands that now. So if you guys have a game like this, you should memorize what the game would look like. Why? Because things like these would allow you to plan ahead. It would allow the team to be on the same page. If someone does a 60-second kite, the team can move in a unit, and they understand that the final outcome of this, which I will just I'm gonna jump in the future and I'm gonna show you the outcome of this situation. So this person is healthy, this person is healthy, and the opera just chaired this person. This is a 60-second kite. Once this person dies, which is what you usually refer to as the end game, the game needs to look like this.
Is this the 400% rule?
Yes. All right. Does this make any sense?
Yes.
Perfect sense.
I have one question about this.
Yes.
So in this situation, is this implying that Merc started the cipher up top, did it 50%,
Yes.
rescued, and then opened a new cipher? And then
Correct.
Seer, after doing the middle cipher, did he open a new one, or is he going to take over Merc's cipher? The
No,
old
he
one?
had to go for save.
Oh, he went for save.
Yeah, the
Okay, I
Seer's
got it now.
injured. That's the little yellow thing. Wait, that's yellow, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What this means is if you guys have an early game like this, right? and you guys want to win, or you guys want to play this properly, you guys should practice how to play this endgame. Because you guys will almost guarantee get to a position like this almost every time. So if you guys know how to play this situation, you guys will be able to, if you guys are able to improve this endgame, you guys can actually play the situation that starts from here. With a very simple logic. To get from A to B, the rescuer always starts the cipher nearby so that he starts fast, which is one of the rules that we learned from GG. And then the next person in rescue should be get ready for rescue. And the other person who's most likely free needs to start a new cipher. And most likely it will be done by the time this person is dead, as long as you have at least one tie turner. So now, this is standard game number 2. So, as an IGL, if you see this situation when the person is dead, the whole next 2 minutes of the match should be basically figured out. Wonderful, so maybe let's actually go get some games in.
I was thinking of going novelist, if that's okay.
You guys can do a basic T.
T? Okay.
This is you guys' spawn. Number 1. The game starts now. First question. What is the blocked cipher? In this layout, at least when the hunter is here, most likely this is the blocked cipher. Everyone understands that. So what happens is, you guys know that no one can go here. Because if you do, you guys are basically throwing your cipher rush. Question 2 is, what target the hunter most likely wants? Does he want a novelist in shack, or does he want a professor in sandbags that can go to factory? That also has a lot of distance.
I mean, if I'm a geisha, I'm chasing the novelist.
Yes. Again, a novelist does counter you in a bit, but that's probably better than professor, because professor is also pain in the ass. Here they are equal. If Ada was here, you always go after the Ada. If you had excitement, you would go for novelist for sure. Do you know? Have you guys played against the hunter before? Do you know if he takes excitement before? These kind of questions also are important. So you guys need to decide after the blocked cipher where the hunter most likely will go. If you guys predict that the hunter will take this path, your pre-rotation should be this. Okay? And you guys need to decide this before the match starts. And this kind of decision you guys need to make as you guys spawn in. Understood? And I'm not here to tell you which one is the best. You guys have all the knowledge you need, as long as you just ask yourself the question: where is the blocked cipher? Which target the hunter most likely is to go? You will be correct sometimes. You will be wrong sometimes. But what happens after you repeat this multiple times? What happens?
You get it right sometimes, and you'll learn from it.
Exactly. And then you actually will get a grasp of what hunters actually want. At least good hunters. If you play against a low tier hunter, you will never learn because they just do random stuff. So, once you guys learn, you guys can move into the next step, which is playing the game. Kiting, right? So another trick I used to do is I practice the first 1 minute of the match until you guys basically will surrender every match after the first minute or two, and then repeat it until you perfect it. Once you perfect that, you can actually focus on playing the mid game. Once you perfect that, you can actually get to the end game. This is much better than playing the game from beginning to end and replaying it and not learning from the mistakes. Because if you play the first minute, what are the mistakes you do? Wrong rotation, wrong start of kite, going to wrong ciphers, calling the wrong to hunter direction. Those mistakes are common in the first case of the match, but once you go to the mid game, those mistakes are not gonna most likely what's gonna be happening. So you want to repeat the same phase as many times as you need in order to iron out the problems. So let's continue the match.
That's, yeah.
Kazu, have you been chased?
Kazu?
I don't have heartbeat, but I'm going up to lockers. I'm just in case.
Okay, I'm gonna go factory then.
She is chasing you. She is chasing you. Yes, she is chasing you, Locker.
Basement shack.
Full
Basement
commit,
shack.
full commit, full commit. Red lighting going around.
No, I see. I'm see. Okay.
Basement shack. Remember that.
I got you.
After the first cipher shed, you need to do sandbags.
Roger that.
Oh my god, I got stuck on a wall. I got stuck on a wall again. Okay. First hit.
If you need factory,
Wonderful. One very important thing happened. You called out the next cipher, right?
Yes, for Shad.
Before you call out the next cipher, you usually need to call out the first rescuer. Why? Because if you say you're the first rescuer and then you start to think about the second rescuer, that might remind you that, for example, let's just say, right, hypothetically, the person dies in 50 seconds, you go save first, and then they die factory, that cipher would just pop, then Shad isn't going to go sandbags. Shad is just going to prepare for herself to save, right? So if you think about saving first, and people move at two ciphers when the save happens. So think of them both together at the same time. So tell your team where to go, but also remember that someone might need to save, and you need to decide who that will be, either before or after. This is usually easier if you guys have two tides. You already know who's going to do that beforehand, but it's just also something to take in mind. So you're gonna call that you're gonna save first. You're gonna call where you will go after the save. You're gonna call where your teammates are gonna move to and which ciphers they will most likely do and who's going to be the next save. And once you finish the first save, you will update with your team on where to go and what to do. Why? Because by the time you get to that point, things might change. The person might kite too long, ciphers might not be done, etc. We can just play it, and when we get to it, we'll get to it. Question for everyone besides these, because these you've been around me too much.
Okay.
How long the psychologist will kite for?
It should be
Yes.
60 minimum, right?
No, like from now on, how many more seconds she will kite?
After your first hit.
You've been hit.
I'll say
I don't have the surrender icon, but you kited probably 25, 30 seconds at least, right? I'm pretty bad about time because I lost track.
I want to say maybe about.
I'm thinking 70.
Oh,
or that's the same. The 70 more
I
seconds.
think it will
right?
also depend on the second hit once the geisha gets presents too. 'Cause you have to consider that. I'll say 50. I love you,
Okay.
Kazu. But you're hating, okay? You can't blame me.
Alright, Zeez, how long do you think the Ada would kite for?
Until stress runs out.
Perfect. So basically, when you guys have Ada, no matter what, she will kite until that period, because if the hunter kills her before that, you guys have a free rebound. So you guys will just get the kite or ironed. Like basically, if she dies in 30 seconds and her chance is not run out, she actually did kite 40 seconds. It's just that those 10 seconds will come after the rebound. So what you guys as a team can already tell, okay, this person at least is going to guarantee 40 seconds. The cipher are like 40-40. That means by the time she dies, my cipher and his cipher will be done, and we can predict the outcome of the match before we get to that. And this is where prediction comes. If you're doing if anyone is doing their cipher and they're not calling out basement or anything like that, they need to think ahead. And that includes everyone. If you're decoding in peace and you find yourself doing nothing, you need to predict ahead what's about to happen. And in Ada's situation, at least, is very clear, very obvious. In other situations, you just usually need to look at what survivor it is, what hunter it is, and where the place is. If I'm a patient in factory and I didn't even get hit, I can tell you this person is probably going to survive minimum 60 seconds. It's a patient in factory. Now, if I say it's a prisoner in factory versus sangria, I can probably tell you like best 40 seconds, right? And you guys can estimate that before the down actually happens, and you guys can, one, hold this person who's kiting to that standard, and two, prepare for the outcome that will happen once that person dies in that after that certain amount of time.
Okay.
30 seconds now.
I got terror shock. I can't. My frames.
You're fine.
Okay,
You're fine.
I'll save first, and then I'll open the. I'm gonna leave my Cypher 40 at middle. I'm gonna.
Are you getting
open it
shared?
and
Are you getting
do this-
shared locker?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
shared locker. I'm gonna
Okay.
open a Cypher near the
Fine.
gate. After save.
Yeah. I have flywheel.
You at least
Flywheel.
have stress, so next rescue means you can eat a
Yeah.
hit.
If you want, I can finish the mid
It's
cipher after
combined,
I
by the
pop
way.
it.
It's just combined.
So likely no trump card.
Probably not.
Very good save.
Where do you want me to die?
Just continue to kite there. That's your best option. Yeah, I should
All
have
right,
said that earlier.
two mistakes. You need to ask where you're if you're the person
Yeah,
on
sure.
chair, it's your responsibility to ask where you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And as a team, you guys need to remind everyone that you need to decide where she's going to die before she gets saved. That's one of the biggest mistakes. Well, that's number one. So you should write it down. Another important thing. This is for everyone, okay? And this is like a general IDV game knowledge. If you don't touch the chair, you will get terror shocked. Okay? Everyone repeat after me. If I don't touch the chair, I will get terror shocked. Okay. Why this is? Because when you get to high level, if you never touch the chair, the hunter is just never gonna hit.
Because they know you're scared. I see.
Exactly. You need to touch the chair once or twice, and you need to make sure that if you do so, you at least don't do this. Touch, run away. Touch, run away. Touch, run away. Pause for 10 seconds. Touch and finish saving. That is very predictable. So if you touch and leave for like very quickly, and then you have a pause for like 2 or 3 seconds, like you break your pattern and you pause for a very long time, most hunters will assume you will go for it, and if they see you touch again, they will actually hit you. Okay?
Got it.
Okay, so as we unpause, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go back to the middle cipher, and Kazi, you continue kiting there.
Okay.
All
If
right?
you can't kite out the stress, then I'm gonna send Zeez for second save.
Got you.
Wonderful, wonderful. And this is all because we have to take advantage of the stress to take the game back into a game where the person did like a 70-second kite. Okay, let's play.
Oh crap! Be careful for Trey. I was not keeping an eye ready.
I'm gonna die in the corner of here to force the lockers.
I'm coming
Go
in.
force locker.
Do so.
What chair? Same chair, you think? Same chair?
Gonna be the same
I'm
Same
gonna
area.
go ahead and leave a scale by the factory door. That's as far as I'm gonna go, so I can just get to
Countdown.
Did you see basement?
Base and Strack.
basement shop.
2, 1. I'm dead on anyway. Do you want me to go Shack?
No, don't go shack, because that's where Zeez will be decoding next. Go to factory.
I left the scale factory. If you can push factory, go factory.
I have stress. I should be able to at least take a hit and run.
Z should.
Oh yeah, I did miss something. Should you body block?
Very good, Zeez.
Just gonna.
I mean, these could probably book and support with it, and then go decode after.
In that case, I'll take over.
Do you
shack.
want that, Kazu? Do you want support or no? I think you're transitioning. I'm gonna go Shack then.
Transitioning, yeah.
Or I can do.
It's okay. Let's go. Go Shack.
Down.
Okay, we can decode. We'll play safe.
It's kind of too late to give a call at this point.
Both ciphers will be 50 when Kazu goes down.
I'm going down now. I'm gonna crawl.
No trait was used. Watch. Do we want to? Do you want to?
Yeah, heal, and Chad, you need to be careful for TP.
Let's hide here.
No, I'm sorry,
I'm
my
gonna
kite crash.
Okay. I'm gonna get off cipher. I'm gonna keep decoding then. If the TP happens, the TP happens. I have scale and flywheel.
That's very good, Chad. It's actually the right choice.
Do I decode here so that you can potentially rescue later?
There's no heartbeat. I have heartbeat sandbags.
Okay.
Chasing me sandbags.
Okay, cipher left at 90.
At any point, you have to take Kite and you leave your cipher. I'm leaving sandbags, or I'm gonna have to sandbags is 80. Someone come do it, or I'm leaving sandbags. I have to kite here. We'll try to do it eventually.
So I'll take my place.
Would it be alright
Okay.
if we start a new game with Soul, since Kenna has to leave right now?
Oh yeah, we need to continue it. We'll most likely be able to finish this match as our last match for the session, but I think we've already covered so much for you guys as a team as a whole.
Okay, well,
Alright,
Kazi,
Lockers.
if you get chased first, then you can take Locker.
I'm gonna run up just pretending I don't. He might chase me, but it's not likely.
Well, we gotta have an idea. If I get chased first, and I'll most likely just push into sandbags, and you could take factory and decode there. If
Good, good.
I'm
Good
gonna
job,
move
guys.
forward. I'm gonna
I'll
move.
probably, if anything, if I do get chased, die like very far of sandbags, since I wouldn't die on the
One middle
cipher.
cipher.
I'm
Pressure
moving
Shack is going to be blocked off, which is really unfortunate. You have one middle.
One middle.
Where
1, 3, or
is
5.
wait, is Psych being chased?
Otherwise-
Heartbeat, sandbags.
Okay,
I'll do
there's
lockers, I'll do
double
lockers.
Shack.
I'm doing lockers.
Double shack, okay.
Yeah, double Shack.
There's spawn 2 or 4.
Basement
spawn
Shack,
two.
basement Shack.
Basement shack, roger that.
What's cipher doing?
I'm doing
Shack.
lockers.
There's the window vault.
I can do blink countdown because I have flywheel, by the way.
Are you sure that's not double middle? I see one out in the open. I'm not sure if that's one closer to tank though.
Kazu, I would send you to do factory for your next cipher.
Got you.
Alright, I'm
I'll
gonna
have
keep
first
it.
save.
This is fine.
Anyone have flywheel?
I do. I told you I to do countdown.
Okay,
I'll do
perfect.
I'll do first save and then I'll finish my middle cipher.
9,
Gotcha.
8, 7, 6, 5.
How much are the ciphers?
50.
Mine was about 50, close to 50.
Alright. By the time the person in shares how much the ciphers will be.
Ideally, the other two should be around 80 once rescue or finished, if we can get to that point.
Before the person gets shared.
Like
Oh,
60.
before.
Right when he gets shared.
Like 60.
Yeah, around
Like-
60.
60, 60, 50. How much total is that?
170.
Alright, so you guys have almost 200.
Mhm.
You guys' goal for this match is to make sure that you end up with 4 ciphers popped. And most likely 2 rescues. Can we achieve that?
Yes.
Wonderful. Let's discuss how to do that in the match, who's gonna say first, where to die, etc. and try to stick to the frame as a team. Again, if anyone forgets, you guys are there to remind them. Let's
Then in that
continue.
case, I'll save first, I'll finish middle, and I'm gonna send Mim for second rescue.
5, 4, 3.
Sandbags.
Nice,
Rescue.
gotcha.
Like so.
I still have flywheel and 20 on my scale.
I'll pop and head to factory.
Nice.
Audra, when tide's up, do you want whistle?
That's full pres.
Yes.
Do you want me to just continue middle? Or are you
I'm
going
just
back?
gonna die back.
I'm taking middle.
Okay.
I'm gonna die
You have to prepare for a
sandbag.
second save.
Yeah, I'm gonna start going in now. I don't have time for a cipher.
Excellent.
I have scale and flywheel, so
Okay. I'm gonna wait.
he's going to front of sandbags.
Just an FYI, I think there is another one really close by middle. I'm not sure if it's the one
Shit.
close by gate though. He's watching
Shit.
at outer sandbags.
Shad, you will be continuing the. You will head back
I get
to
a free
Shad after the
rescue.
save.
I have no really good areas to kite here
I'm
with.
sticking with you.
Remember the basement is shown.
I'm here.
I'll be going to
Oh,
Shad.
no,
after
wait,
the
so you
pop.
have to. I can't do it.
Sure, pop scale. Gonna go for a hit on Mim.
I was trying to press F. That's so unfortunate. I can't Lewis anymore. I'm gonna start moving towards.
You want me to give you a whistle? I'll be half health, but you'll have
He's
your
sandbag.
I'm going towards factory. Yeah, we do have double middle.
I'm decoding factory. My factory's like 80.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm opening up the other
May
middle cycle.
warp or TP. I don't think we got trade out.
Yeah, we did. I'm gonna try
I'm
to
gonna help.
Okay.
Okay. So we actually need to start a backup just in case.
I'm
Do we have eyes on
I
him?
have check blocker.
Okay, I'm going outer sandbags. Remember that basement is
I have
shack.
heartbeat. I have heartbeat. Lost heartbeat. I had
Coming to Audra.
Oh, change. Now near middle.
Going middle? Okay.
He sees me. I'm gonna go into factory.
He wants to watch middle cipher.
Don't do middle. There's sandbags and there's a shack.
Yep, you have a shack one. I'm doing
Lost
outer
heartbeat,
sandbags.
lost heartbeat, factory, lost heartbeat.
I'm getting off for a second.
Yeah, he's
It's a little
camping mid.
dangerous.
He's camping mid.
Camping middle? Okay.
I'm gonna cut through to your cipher, ma'am.
Be careful in case he sees you.
Alright, so if you guys ever review this match and you look into your first step, you will see that you guys had inoptimized movement. Like you wasted some time going back and forth. You went to a further cipher while you could have went to a closer one. These kind of inoptimizations, if you improve them, you would probably have finished 4 ciphers without actually relying on the body block. Because the only reason you guys were able to finish 4 ciphers is because the body block had to compensate for the lack of optimization in everyone's movements. So if you guys had optimized movements and you do also have the body block, you guys would have like last cipher 50%. So if you guys want to just judge the early game and the mid game, it's mostly a success because you guys were able to get from 60, 60, 60 to 4 ciphers done. So what you guys can do now, without me obviously, is you can practice. Starting with the game where everything is 60, 60, 60, and then you get to a game where 4 ciphers is done. That's step 1. You master how to do that, you master the communication, you master those kind of repeatable things. And then you move into step 2. Okay, we have 4 ciphers done, people are injured, how do you play that? And playing that is different from the beginning. So now, my advice for you guys how to play this is, once you get to this end game, you guys have 2 very important things to take into account. Hunter's position and distance to ciphers, and who is injured / has items. These 2 will dictate who should touch a cipher, who should not. If someone has an item and is full health, they should just decode. Hopefully you would like to have the person who's decoding at the furthest cipher away when the person dies. So hopefully the 5th cipher is being started at factory while the person is dying at shack. And then if you have someone who's injured doing that cipher, just by sheer luck, you might want them to chill out for a bit, because if they just decode, they might just die on it and no one is doing anything, so you guys lose. So in order to decide how you guys are going to play that game, you guys need to all understand that you guys want to have your riskiest people or your weakest people at the furthest possible distance from the hunter at all times. You need to communicate the hunter's position, and you need to keep track of who's injured, who's not, so you guys can win this. And the way to win this is, whoever has to be chased needs to make sure that they kite until the last cipher is over. That's the win condition. It's very simple. As long as the hunter starts chasing someone who can kite long enough, you guys will prime the cipher. No matter what the other circumstances is, if you guys can collectively make it so that is the case, you guys will win. And when I say win, is you will actually achieve the best outcome you can have from a 3-man endgame, which is like a tie or a 1-man escape. Understood?
Yes.
It's simple enough though. This is not necessarily hard, but obviously the hardest part is deciding how do we achieve that, how do you make sure that the person who can kite is the one being chased. That kind of stuff is when it comes to you guys' communication overall, and we can discuss that, how to improve that, etc., but we probably don't have enough time for that.
Alright, where's the hunter?
No advice. Oh, warp onto me.
I see the warp. Okay, that's lovely. We'll go to Audra.
On me. I'm in sandbags.
Legends
Going
here,
deep sandbags.
Near shack.
I told you guys about an important call out when you love your cipher, right?
Oh, what percentage is that?
Yes, but although this is obviously we're busy being kited, but there's another thing I will add to this because you guys know it. You just have to practice. Another important thing is if you can state your estimated time of death, it will help your team. Because if you think you can kite, your teammate can actually maybe pressure sandbag cipher, because maybe you can actually survive long enough for it to pop. And then, for example, if you can kite maybe for a very, very long time, and you know the hunter is going to leave you, then your teammate is not going to do sandbags. Why? Because the hunter is just going to leave you. So based on your ETA, your team can decide by himself what he wants to do. Okay? So what's your ETA? Puppet?
It will depend on the resources like that I have in the area because I don't know what all has been used, but I'm going to probably say 15-20 seconds.
Perfect.
Because I don't have Lewis.
Very fair estimation. So your team is gonna play based on that. Let's play.
In that case, if it's 15 seconds, we have to send Kazu into rescue. Prepare for save.
That's fine. It's still 15 seconds because you have to get shared.
Yeah,
I can get
it.
I can get
You
it.
have to. He's taking me closer towards Jack.
There is no trait.
It will be the one. Yeah, it's no trick. He's used warp.
You know where I am.
Yeah, he might try to pressure the cipher at Shaq, so be careful. Nope, he's going for the Ada.
70.
Go ahead.
I still have Lewis.
80.
I would have tried to run away.
You have Lewis. You're right. You have Lewis. Okay.
No, going for you. This is not. Hold on. I can still go for the rescue. I just need to be on the chair.
Cypher's gonna be primed by the time he's shared.
95.
Wonderful.
Primed. Okay,
Pop.
pop. I'm gonna open the factory gate.
On me.
Oh, you. Okay, so I'm gonna go and stay back here.
Okay, you'll hide at middle.
Sharing
I'll
the same
push
chair,
gate.
same chair. He's going towards Shaq.
I'm hiding wide.
Heading towards the gate that Audra's going towards.
Okay.
Currently at middle.
I'm back door.
All right.
You
guys
might-
are about to enter a very specific end game. Zeez, could you describe this end game situation?
Yeah, this one's tricky because the gate that you're heading to was very far from where the cipher was, so it's going to be a very long time before the gate gets out, and since somebody has to feed Tinnitus, it's likely going to be a 3 kill.
Wonderful. So if you guys lose this, you can review your match and be like, okay, this is an end game. If we ever have a similar end game where everyone is basically popping, everything is happening on one side of the map where one gate is, how do you play that? You can look at it, you can review it, you can think of how to play it, and you can think, why does it feel so hard? Because as a survivor, you know it feels hard to win this. But you can actually start describing why it feels hard, and you can address and find solutions of how to figure this out. For example, from my experience, I will tell you guys, the only way to win this is most likely you can't win it. Understanding that you need a miracle.
Alright, do you have eyes on him?
He's by middle. You're a little far. I can't see him anymore. You might be able to backdoor
He's on
if
me, on me,
you
on
do.
me,
Yeah,
on me.
on Audra. If you want
I
to
can only
save
kite 10
me-
seconds.
Okay,
Wonderful.
go
I have nowhere to go
towards
right
the
now.
gate. Where's dungeon? Where's dungeon?
It's near
It's
shack.
Your shack. Oh, okay. Okay, no, we can do this. We can do this.
Alright, anyone knows how long it takes to open a gate?
18 seconds.
18 seconds.
Oh, 18, my bad.
So,
Not 18.
if the hunter lets the person do nothing, if the hunter does nothing for 18 seconds, what happens?
We get out.
Okay, so what is the hunter gonna do?
He's gonna come to the gate.
He's gonna make sure you don't have 18 seconds for free, right?
Yes.
So what can you do?
You can have one person hide at middle. Or not directly at middle, but hide away from the gate.
You need someone to be pressuring. Not only you need someone to run away from the gate, you need someone to be pressuring the save on the other side.
Feed tinnitus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hunter just shared someone on the other gate 18 seconds we win. How do I make sure that 18 seconds passes? Oh, I have two options, either middle or go to the chair. If he just ignores me, I can just save and do the same thing on the other side, yada yada yada, and then you can actually become better at the game. And then obviously you guys have execution, you need to kite, you can just like waste 18 seconds for free, but you guys get the general idea of how to improve and fix that. Alright, let's play it.
Okay. Oh my gosh. My inputs depends if warp is up, which it is. He actually messed up warp. What's the gate at?
9, 8.
No, we're not gonna make it then.
You are going to make it.
Oh shoot, we'll start reporting away. Hold on. This is screwed now. Wait, you don't make okay, so now I do have to go for chair.
Go for chair, go for chair.
GG, go move over.
Yeah.
Surrender. That's game.
Surrender?
You're not making it to my chair in
Okay.
time.
That's 4 kill.
So that's when you realize the game is over. We made a mistake. The more guys you play, the more you guys play this, the more you'll be like, okay, 18 seconds is my frame of reference, and that's, by the way, the 18 seconds is so huge because people who are playing this game like season 1 to maybe season 20, they didn't even take that into consideration. So if you guys just think in terms of 18 seconds, I just need to do something to waste the hunter's time for 18 seconds. If Puppet was near the warp and he like distracts the hunter for like maybe even an additional like 3 seconds, that's enough. Because by the time he gets to the gate, you get out. That's it. GG. Alright, I think that's it for today. I hope I didn't overwhelm you guys. So, today we have discussed several key concepts, including the first philosophy, common extra rules, standard games, to prepare the game minute by minute, including pre-game callouts, how to read the future, callouts during and after the first rescue. What you've seen represents just about 1% of my total coaching knowledge that I've accumulated over 6 years of coaching across all levels, including 3 years at the highest level of international competition along with B4U. If you're serious about taking your team to the next level, you can join my coaching program, link in the description below. My program is designed to help your team operate with the efficiency and the strategy of top-level organizations while ensuring each player performs at their personal best. If you'd like to explore whether this program fits your goals and what you expect, you can send an email to receive a free 15-minute call. First come, first served, of course, as spots will be open only until my time slots are full.